My intermediate dog obedience tape is a course and DVD and streaming video that's intended to follow what we've already covered in our basic dog obedience. So in the basic dog obedience, you've learned the foundation of reward-based training. You should understand marker training, have gone through Charge the Mark, and have taught your dog to sit down, come, walk on a loose leash, and practiced duration in those various exercises. Now, when we come into the intermediate dog obedience, this is where we're going to expand on the drills and the exercises that you can teach your dog that will be used every day in your dog's life. If you're an active person that takes your dog out for a walk every day, we start off with a very simple command of teaching our dog to look into our face with a look command and a hand touch command. And new dog trainers say, well, what do I care if my dog comes up and touches my hand with his nose when I ask him to do it? Well, the thing is I'm going to put some video on the screen right now, how many different kinds of applications you can use. When you go out for a walk and you've got bikes going by, people going by with their dogs, little kids going by, and maybe you have a dog that is slightly reactive, not overly reactive, not really reactive. If you have one of those dogs, then you need to take this to the next level. We have a course we did with Tyler Muto on dealing with reactive dogs. But if you have a slightly reactive dog, simply asking that dog to stop and look up into our face, focus on us, it takes the dog's mind off of the distraction that he's faced with, be it bikes, be it other people and dogs, and makes the dog sit there and look at us. And then when they're done, when the distraction has gone by, we ask for a hand touch, the dog jumps up. We've turned the hand touch into a game with our dogs. And then we move on our walk. There's a lot of applications for that. Within this video, we're going to teach you, or this course, we're going to teach you how to send your dog to a dog bed and expect the dog to stay there while you watch TV, while you're in your office and your dog's laying there and you're doing your normal work. And we're going to do this motivationally. It's easy to do it if we want to put a prong collar on our dog and jerk the heck out of it and make them go lay there and they act like they've just been beat, but we don't do it that way. We want to train our dogs to enjoy training. We want to train our dogs to look forward to going out and learning new things with us. We call it learning to learn. That's just a statement that professional dog trainers use, and it's like we can always see it when a dog has learned to learn. He's out there, he likes what he's doing, and he's saying, hey, what is it you're trying to teach me to do? And that's the philosophy of what we want our dogs to do. We expanded into, we're going to teach you the collar grab. Now, what is that to a new dog trainer? Well, a lot of dogs become a little nervous. Some dogs get aggressive when you take them by the collar and try and lead them someplace. And it doesn't have to be like that. I mean, in my experience with being a canine handler in the sheriff's department for 10 years, I've seen dogs that'll turn and try and bite their handler when they grab them by the collar. We're going to show you how to turn a collar grab into something that the dog actually likes, because we're going to attach rewards to it and show you how to do that. We're going to have some drills that you can practice when you're out walking with your dog. We're going to have in this course a drill called the left to right cross. What is that? That means I'm walking down the path and with my dog, and there's another dog that's coming at me. My dog's walking on the left side. The dog that's coming at me is walking on his handler's left side. So these dogs are going to cross one another. What do? I ask for a left to right cross, where my dog is trained to go behind my back and walk on my right side. That's a handy skill to have if you've got bikes going by and you happen to have a dog that is a little bit reactive to bikes, or any number of things. It's just a useful skill to have. We're also going to cover what you should do if you meet a dog, an off-leash dog, stray dog, when you're out on your walk, or what to do if you meet a friend when you're out on your walk who wants to stop and talk to you. We're going to teach you if you have a friend that wants to go on your walks with you and your friend has a dog, we're going to show you how to introduce these dogs and get them used to the fact that they can walk together. We don't allow our dogs to run off leash with other dogs unless we are 1,000% sure that we're in a secure area and that these dogs get along. But we're going to show you how to introduce these dogs and the exercises that you can run with your dog so that you know and your dog knows that when you're out for a walk, that's out to have a good time, but it's not out to intermingle, jump all over each other, and act foolish on a walk. We also are going to teach you how to train your dog to stand when we ask them to stand. Now, why is that important? Well, throughout your dog's life, you're going to take him to the vet, and it's going to be a lot less stressful if you ask your dog to stand when he's on a vet visit. Or if you have a dog that goes to a groomer, the groomer's going to put him on a grooming table. It's a lot easier when your dog already knows a stand command. There's just a lot of applications. Let's say you're out walking your dog in the rain and he comes into the house and he's got dirty feet. If your dog knows a stand command, they'll stand there and while you wipe off and clean their feet. It's just makes life so much easier for you. The recall, I have said in my basic dog obedience video, is not a basic command. It's not an intermediate command when it comes to off-leash recalls. Off-leash recall is an advanced obedience command. But in this intermediate course, we're going to teach you some recall drills that you can practice with your dog until your dog gets fluent or generalizes the meaning of coming when you call him. We're also going to cover a skill that we call contact healing. Now, people with small dogs, people with very compliant dogs that have good nerves, they don't need to worry about this skill. Contact healing means that if I have a dog that's slightly, not overly aggressive, but slightly reactive to various situations, like I said, people with other dogs, maybe strangers walking up, contact healing means that my dog is walking at my side, and when I ask him, he leans into my leg and he keeps his shoulder leaning and touching my leg as we move along. The dog can look, he can look up, he can look at my face, he can look wherever he wants, but he has to maintain contact with his shoulder and my knee. The reason that that's such a good command to know if you're one of the people that need it is it redirects your dog's thinking off of what it is that's distracting him and puts it back on you. So another skill that we're going to teach our dogs to do is touch pads. And what that means is people that are new to dog training may look at touch pads where we teach them first to take a raised upside down rubber tub and run over there and put their two front feet on it. Well, what's the application for that? The application is this. When we go out for a walk with our dog, we want to engage with our dog. We want the walks to be fun for both us and our dogs, and we will ask our dogs to touch something in the environment, a rock, the side of a fence, a drinking fountain. A sign. It makes no difference, but we ask the dog to do it. And when they do it, we jackpot reward them, and it becomes a game for the dog and for us. It makes walking fun, but it also is a tool that we can use to redirect our dog off of a distraction and back on us while the distraction goes past. So my point in all of this is to say there's a lot of little skills that we're going to teach you in the intermediate dog obedience that you're going to be able to use in how you decide you want to live with your dog. And to see a full, detailed description of what's in the online course, and there's more information in the online course than there is in the video stream or the DVD, because a DVD can only hold 3 hours of video. An online course can hold a lot more than 3 hours. Some of our online courses are 7, 8, 9, 10 hours long. So there are segments in the online course that are not in the DVD. And if you want to know what's in the course, go and read the detailed outline in the description of the online course.